All right, so it's compost flip day. This compost is about 2 weeks old and it's been flipped twice. It got up to 140 about 4 days after I built it, but didn't get any higher than that one, maybe 145. And then I flipped it once it started dropping. It stayed at 145 for about, I think, 3 or 4 days anyways, and then I flipped it and it came back up to just about 140, which is pretty typical, not to get any higher. So I'm gonna flip it and yeah, hopefully get it cooking again. But what I'm gonna do with this batch is we do Bokashi composting, which is a really interesting way to compost your material and keep everything at your house and be able to add it to your compost really easily. It's fairly cheap and it's really easy to build. So I'm just gonna flip the camera around and show you what we did here. So you need 2 buckets. We scrounged these from the golf course, again, just like it's a waste product for them, or restaurants need to dispose of them as well. So with the one, you just drill some holes in the bottom, and the other one is your catchment bin. And then you need a seal on it, and then we had to actually buy this seal. It comes with a, show you, this little seal on the edge that you fix to your one bucket, and then you just fill it up with scraps and then put the bran that is inoculated with microorganisms. And basically what it does is it ferments the food anaerobically as opposed to aerobically. So the trick with this, if you're doing it right, there won't really be, obviously you don't want a putrefied smell or anything like that. And it just breaks down the enzymes of whatever you're putting in here. So we basically put everything in here. I'll have a quick smell. Yeah, no, doesn't smell at all like it. It has a slight pickled smell to it. It's not the greatest smell in the world, but you know, it doesn't smell putrefied. If it does smell like that, then you need to add a bunch more Bokashi to it, and then hopefully that will self-correct. But dig down a bit, see, put a few napkins in there, a lot of apple cores. We actually put our Thanksgiving turkey in one of these, and then when we added it to the compost, within about 2 weeks, the bones and everything were completely gone. So I'm not actually going to add this to the pile today, because it needs to sit at about room temperature for a couple weeks once it's full. Whoops, I better put the seal back in. So that's the Bokashi brand right there. Put it in. Crush it down really good. Put the seal back on. And then what happens is the juices from the Bokashi and the process go into the bin. So that's just fermented juice. Again, it shouldn't smell like putrid or anything like that. It just has kind of like a pickled smell to it. Again, not the greatest, but not the worst either. And I'll just add this to the compost as I flip it, because it is full of active microorganisms and other good things for the pile, and should help to heat it up a little bit. And it's pretty much all broken down to begin with. So yeah, it's just a great way to keep your food waste that you create in your house at your place, and be able to turn it into sweet compost. So as I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of the scrap newspaper that we have just to get rid of it, and the Bokashi. So I'm expecting
a lot of steam. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.